أعزائي المشاهدين، كما عودناكم في برنامجكم الأسبوعي برنامج إماراتي، نستضيف لكم خيرة من دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة. ولهذا الأسبوع نستضيف مؤسس شركة بوتنشل ليميتد في إمارات دبي السيدة Arrati Vinay Tuteja. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
At the first, it is our pleasure to come to your office and to visit you today, and we would like to know more about you, from where you come and when you come to United Arab Emirates.
Hi Omar, thank you so much, and I'm happy to be part of Emirates TV. I'm Arrati, I'm consulting hypnotherapist and an LP coach. I'm also known as transformative coach because I help people transform their lives.
Great.
I'm from India, but I've lived out of India for almost 25 years now.
Wow.
And I started my career in the human resources. So I worked in India, then we moved to Africa. So I was working in Africa for almost 5 years in human resource consulting. And in 2009, I moved to Dubai. And it is around that time that I was kind of, looking to see what I could do more. Because I realized that to do more, or HR was not something that was resonating me. I felt that HR would not fulfill my dream to alleviate suffering and pain in terms of the mental health and emotional well-being of people. So when I was looking around at that time, I realized that there is this little bit of openness about the transformation, the mental health and all in the UAE. So that was something that attracted me to train myself in this field. So I took almost a year of training in various fields like neurolinguistics, hypnotherapy, transformative art, and such mind sciences. And then I began to kind of start offering my services in the UAE.
Great. 2017, it was our company, and today you complete 8 years of, right?
Yes, exactly.
Let us know about these 8 years. What's your company strategy?
Yeah, so initial years I worked as a freelance, and then once I gained enough experience, I thought it's time for me to have my own license, open my own company, and then start the work. So it is in 2017 that I opened this company where I'm offering various services. Mainly say one-to-one sessions with people who have issues like say limiting beliefs or habits that are not working out, like smoking, alcoholism, insomnia, nail biting, or people have fears, anxiety. So in this spectrum of all that that goes with the mental struggles of people, I offer one-to-one sessions to my clients, and then later on I added corporate workshop for stress management, how to reframe the mindset, things like that. I also train other parents to how to help their children, have mental resilience. And then once I realized that what I'm doing is really reaching out to people who can really explore and help other people. So I started kind of teaching other people how to become hypnotherapist and coach. So I trained myself into train the trainer program so that I can train other people, because there is a growing need of mental health, well-being, emotional health well-being, starting not just for the adults but for children as well.
How it was for you the first 3 years, we can say, and how you see the people accept what you are doing also. And also we need to know more about how we can keep our relation more strong with our people, with our patients. That's right.
So the initial 3 years, there is a need for any company or a coach like me to really market myself.
Right.
Yeah, market myself. It's like, why would they come to me and not go to someone else? Well, that's like, why would you go to someone else? And it's about marketing what you know. It's about expressing your ideas, expressing your views about people. Some people who come to me, I don't see them as clients or people having problems. I see them people who are ready to change. I see them that they are reaching out because something is not working for them. So I really marketed myself on social media, through my website. I had some radio shows as well, So that really kind of helped me to reach out to people, to speak about mental health and be open and not just make it accessible, but also having no shame, but make it more like desirable, that mental health is something that is desirable. It's not a commodity, it's a necessity for all of us, because it's our mental health that really decides our physical health.
Right, of course. And how you see the demand of that, we can say, and how the people you can see, they accept it to be on that line?
There is a huge demand of mental health, help or support for that matter. And I see that since like 2011 to this is like 2025 now we are today, there is a huge difference between what people knew then and what people knew now. And I really congratulate people, the channels like you, the social media, who really take that step forward to reach out to people like me and talk about it. So mental health has gained a lot of popularity. There is a growing demand, not just in that sense, but there's a growing awareness. People have started talking about it. It's still a taboo, but not the way it is. So I think there is a lot of shift that has happened in this field.
And if we talk about the important part on this, or to advise the people, which the important part you are focusing on to attract them?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
To attract the people, what is the important part what you will say to them, how they can care about their health also, and how they have to come and to sit with you to see the first, how they will change it, how you build the relation between you and them.
So let's kind of talk about what really happens with people, right? So our inner reality shapes our outer reality. Our childhood experiences define who we are today.
Right.
So, it's been proved by the psychologists. Even Aristotle once said that, show me a 7 years old and I will show you an adult. Because our childhood, we absorb everything. We absorb everything without filtering out what is not needed. We don't have those faculties, which we call it as a critical faculties. So our childhood experiences, mainly the negative ones, they decide how we perceive our world, what we believe in ourselves, whether we believe that we have self-worth and self-esteem, or do we not have self-confidence based on our childhood experiences, or how we use different habits like smoking, drinking to cope with how we feel about ourselves. Mm-hmm. So these are the way in which our personality is defined. So people have limiting beliefs, they have habits that are not working for them, they have mental conversation with themselves that is very negative. The way they see the world is very negative.
Right.
Yeah. So this is where they kind of approach, this is how they are going about and this is what they really need. So I would tell them, the first thing that I would tell them, that it's good that they have recognized this as a need. They are not kind of really negating it. Because what happens when someone suffers in the family with mental health issues or mental emotional issues, it's not only they suffer, even the whole family suffers, So the first thing I say is that it's a good step that they picked up the call and they want to talk about it.
That's great.
Yeah. So I see that as a courageous step rather than something that, oh my God, you have a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. And for the child, what do you advise the parents or the families who has we can say, some difficulties, how they can care about their child also, or they can discuss with you about their, we can say, health.
As a human being, we all have this need of being safe and being loved. These are two basic needs. Our subconscious mind that I work with has, it's a kind of a reptilian mind. It has its need to be safe. Yeah. So in the absence of the child not feeling safe just because the way the parents are talking to them, or the way the child is bullied in the school, or the teachers are not understanding the child adopt one of the three choices. It is either fight, flight, or freeze. So when it is flight, it's mainly creates fear in the person. If it is fight, then they become very aggressive. So aggressive is their way to kind of cope. And freeze is like they lack motivation. They lack any will to learn or do anything. So this is where all these our habits and beliefs are formed. So my approach or my advice to the parents is that be as much as gentle with children. Yeah, even for teachers, you need to take each child separately. Be gentle, make them feel that they are loved and safe no matter what. Because every child has something good to offer.
Right.
It's not always about what happens in the studies or the exams or whether they can write ABCD or 1 to 10. It's about their inner potential. Because our inner potential is almost 98% of who we are, it's in our subconscious.
Wow.
The critical faculties, the rationality that we study in our school is only 5 to 2% of who we are. So we need to tap into their inner strength, their inner capabilities of the children through loving them, through accepting them, and through making sure that we care for their inner need of creativity and safety.
What the difficulties you are challenged on?
Sorry,
What difficulties?
can you expand the question?
What difficulties you have when you are explained to their family or parents about that? What they say for you, or what they are, we can say, understand from you when you are explained to them?
So what difficulty they face, or what
They faces, yes. Most of the difficulties you faces.
in terms of children?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So in terms of children, their issues are around again with their eating habits, their school performance. Many children would have temper tantrums, like they will not cooperate with the parents when to do what. They don't want to get up for school and things like that. Now parents needs to understand that the child is only expressing that he is not okay by doing all that. The child has no other way to express what they are feeling. They don't have the vocabulary to say that I am fearful of this, or I am scared of that, or I don't like to go to children, or I'm not feeling okay if you are telling me that I'm not good enough. If a child gets say 5 marks out of 10 marks, and if the parents like shout at them or tell them that this is not right, then the child begins to feel that they are not good enough. It doesn't have to be big trauma in their life. It could be some simple suggestion like that from a parent that they are not good, or they are not being paid attention to. They come from the school and the parents are just busy. They are not available to talk. So these are the things that really affects the child. And then the child develops these coping mechanisms by not eating, by not doing things, by not listening to them. So what is important for parents at this point in time is to build a rapport of conversation. Talk to your child. That is what all that is needed to a child. I mean, I'll give you one example. Like once, my child was about 8 to 10 years old, years back. And I said, what is the best moment of your life? Can you tell me? And then he said, you know, Mom, the other day we went on a walk on the beach and we had a good conversation. That was the best moment for his life. So it's not, they don't need anything big. It's not about big celebration of big birthdays or gifts or something. what children need is conversation. What children need to see in parents is that they are also human. So I would suggest parents that they need to also talk about themselves, their strength and their weaknesses, because we as a parent want to say that everything is good in our life. We are the best. We have overcome all the challenges. I would suggest that do the otherwise. Talk about your failures also. So children begin to see you as a role model, that see my mother or father has had these challenges, but they have overcome it. And they don't see you just as one idealistic role model, but somebody who you can connect as human to human, as a parent to parent.
Today, from your experience, what you will advise also a woman who are planning to go out for their woman to be as successful like you?
Okay. So women have tremendous things that they have to offer. Yeah. From the businesses across the world, across the global, to big businesses, to small, they have something that not really comparing, but it's about the kind of the difference the men and women have is the nurturing tendencies. Women have huge nurturing tendency, and they can really go out and explore and nurture not only their families, but their own self by accepting their strengths and going out and giving out to the communities they belong to, the countries they kind of belong to, and reaching out to the people world over. Like in UAE, there is an initiative by the Sheikha of Her Highness Sheikha of Abu Dhabi. It's called EMARATI Women's Chapter, and they are the one who are training women leaders in various fields working across UAE, whether they are in the nanotechnology researcher, or they're working in the Saha, as a doctor. There are some people who are working as in laboratories. They are really helping them to come out and be the leaders of UAE. And it's a great initiative, and I'm really happy to be part of that chapter as a mentor to these mentees. So I would say that women have a lot to offer from what they really know, because they have this nurturing and caring nature.
How you see the people they accept, and also how they can come to you or talk to you, or how the time you are giving to them, and what decision they can take it for, how long it must be?
Okay. So say typically a mental health or emotional health support, because the way I have trained myself, it's very efficient. It takes about 3 sessions or not more than 4 sessions to work on an issue. So be it fears, phobia, insomnia, or any such habit, it takes about 3 to 4 sessions to work with a particular problem. And what I really focus on is to make sure that everything goes back to being safe and create self-love inside, unlocking their full potential. It's not about harping on the past, on what happens, but making sure that they release all these negative beliefs within the sessions, within the way I work with. I offer my service only on the ground of, we call it as a regression to cause modality. We are not born with that problem. We get that problem from our childhood. Right. So I go back and we change the perspective of that child, and not allow the child now to kind of control the life of the adult now. So that's kind of my approach, regression to cause kind of a modality. If somebody is suffering with anger, for me, forgiveness is the big thing. So I help them to forgive what has caused them to feel that anger.
Right.
Yeah. So release of their emotional issue is the way I go about in approaching my clients' issue.
And how you see today the future of your business for the next 5 years?
There is a huge acceptance now in the world over, in terms of hypnotherapy and coaching. US alone has a coaching business of almost $5 billion. It's a huge business there. In UAE, it is growing. It's a growing business. And I see there's a lots of opportunity. We need more people who know mental health, who has the right attitude in their heart about other people, that they are not just the clients, but they are real people with real problems. We need more people who needs to be in coaching and in hypnotherapy.
Also, we would like to know more about the business in United Arab Emirates. How you see the growth of the business here in United Arab Emirates from 2009 when you come to UAE and today, and how you see it easy to establish a business in United Arab Emirates as a business owner.
Yeah, so as a business owner, you have so many options to get your license from. I mean, depending upon the category, the activity, it's easy to kind of walk into the office, getting to know from the office what kind of license you get, what kind of activities, and it can take anything between 3 months to 6 months to set up your business. Because depends on kind of the business that you want to set up. If it's a trading business, it's a different ballgame. But especially in my business, it's very easy. I just went to DED, opened my license, and I just started that as a business. It was like as straightforward as that.
Great. And if you would like today to advise also the young generation to take care about their health, what you would advise them? With the technology, AI, artificial intelligence, most of the people, they are using the phones 24 hours,
Yes.
What you would today advise the young generation who are coming now to the markets or to enter the markets?
My advice then is focus on your mental health. Your physical health, your future finances, the business, your relationship, everything is based on how you feel within yourself. Mm-hmm. Because it's the source of who we are. If we are okay, we feel safe, we feel calm, we feel more centered in ourselves, everything else just follows the suit. Whether it's your physical health, whether it's your future career, whether it's your studies, whatever that is, your relationship, everything will fall into its place if you take care of your mental health.
Let us to know also about the people or His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, when you mentioned in my vision book, to be number one, it is hard, but to keep continuing that level, this is the most harder things. How you keep always your name shining, how you keep your also experience every day more and more, how you take care about your client, how you keep the relationship between you and your customers also.
So again, I reach out to people. I give free talks to wherever it's like available or wherever it's like acceptable. I give free talks because again, mental health needs lots of kind of education in that aspect.
It's very important.
Yeah, it's very important to kind of talk about mental health and not see as a shame. A lot of time people don't even have the vocabulary of what they're feeling. Yes, social media has given that platform where they can learn about it, but they still don't know what to do about it, how to differentiate between when to take help and when not to take help. As a human being, we all feel on a periodical basis, we feel anxious, we feel fear, we feel depressed. It is okay. But if something is stuck with you for more than 3 months, that's the time to kind of really go out and take help. That is what kind of I would say about it.
A message for anyone who was behind your success, who support you always, who we can call them sometime our backbone. When we have difficulties, we will go to them and we will see that we don't. Let us to know who believe on your vision and what message you have to these people who believe on you.
So to begin with, I give all credit to my husband, who has been my pillar of strength.
How nice now of what?
25 years.
My business is for you.
Yeah, thank you. So 25 years of marriage, and he has always been encouraging me to do whatever I want to do, to whatever decisions I take. There is no second thought about it. My children, one of them is now an adult, my daughter, and my children, they've always supported me. My absences when I train, my absences when I'm not available on the call because I'm with my client. So they have really accepted that. They have really encouraged me. Some of the mentors where I took my training, I can still go to them, talk to them about. My parents who have always told me that learning is something, is an ongoing state of your life. So for me, learning is something that is constant, because that's what I learned from my parents, that you always be a learner. When you be a learner, you move forward.
A message to the United Arab Emirates and to our visionary leaders for the safety of this country, for the security of that beautiful and peaceful country. What you will say today for the smart government which make our life more easy and safe also?
So I cannot thank enough to the visionary leaders of this country, not just this generation, but the generation prior to the founding members of this country. They had great vision, and that vision was not just the business. Their vision was to kind of really help people, not just the men, but the women of this country. So I really can't thank enough for the environment of the safety, the safety of us, on the roads, the safety on the roads, and the flourishing environment they have created for the people and businesses. I'm very, very thankful for them. And this is a beautiful, great country. And I really am happy to be part of that.
And from us also, we would like to give them a back thank for them, and thank you for your time to do the EMARATI program. We wish for you all the best and more success, inshallah, in the future. My best wishes for you and for your family.
Thank you so much.